Here are 3 ugly truths about Filipino martial arts from a Filipino martial arts instructor. The first ugly truth is there's far too much curriculum in most Filipino martial arts systems. For example, when I trained in the Philippines, I had to up to black belt learn 17 different Sao forms. Are you kidding me? 17 different forms. There are also so many different angles of attack in so many systems. Do you really need 25 angles of attack? I don't think so. In addition, there are so many different forms of hubad and the switches within hubad. Doing it right side, left side. I understand that hubad is great. It is wonderful. One of my favorite things to do, but the number of variations is far too many. So why do we go so wide in our curriculum? It's super easy because a lot of instructors, a lot of schools want to give you so much curriculum that you keep coming back, so you need to learn it, you need to keep paying for it, and that is the simple, ugly truth. So how do we fix this problem? Okay, so it's real simple, is we go much deeper with how we teach the things that we teach to our students rather than going so wide with it. Take a simple concept, teach it to your students, and find the different variations of how can it be done. I teach kids, and it's the key to teaching kids. Take the same concept and teach it in so many different ways that their skill level goes so deep with it that they can get really good in a small amount of curriculum. That is the first ugly truth about Filipino martial arts. The second ugly truth about Filipino martial arts is teaching students is that a strike's going to happen angle 1 usually or an angle 2, and the arm is just going to stay there. So the person who's practicing the block check can do a lot of wonderful and beautiful counters. Let's get real. The art and the beauty of Filipino martial arts, in my opinion, is absolutely unmatched. How we strike, how we can flow, the beauty, the technicality of the art is absolutely amazing, but someone is not going to strike angle 1 and angle 2 and leave their hand out there for us. So we need to stop teaching that as if it is the common law, because that's not the common law. Why do we do that? We teach it because of the instructors and the style. They want to show how technical they can be, how awesome or how fast they can be with what they're doing without taking into consideration that the other person is just going to do a full-on angle 1, or they're going to hit, they're immediately going to track, and they can also recounter with doing something else. So there's a lot of fantasy going on with angle 1 and angle 2 striking. So how do we fix it? We go to problem number 3, the ugly truth of Filipino martial arts. The third ugly truth about Filipino martial arts is it's a lack of sparring. There's not enough systems out there that are using usually like a padded stick. Students getting in front of opponent, not fully armored up. I'm not talking about weight calf sparring where you can go in and just hit multiple times as the other person is hitting. In real life, all that damage, it wouldn't happen. There's a lack of sparring where 2 people in front of each other, oftentimes with the padded stick, just moving around, they're hitting, and they're hitting the hand, and not a whole lot of block checking going on. So there's not much sparring happening. Now, why is that? Because a big bad grandmaster in the personalist system might be fearful of getting in front of one of their students and losing. That is why there is a lack of sparring, because like I said earlier, anybody can pick up a stick, anybody can be good quickly. I'll be honest, one time I went to a tournament and it was a Taekwondo school that had recently just picked up some action flex sticks like this, got into the tournament with stick sparring, and they did extremely well because they were not working under any preconceived notions of rules of how to do things in stick sparring, and they did extremely well. So you have to spar. So how do we fix this? Is we get our students some padded sticks, we get our students some basic guideline rules of how to play so people aren't getting injured using some basic helmets. That's all we do at Rising Sun Martial Arts. So we use a P2 helmet with a face mask. There are no gloves on, there are no shin pads, there is no body armor, and we just simply move around and we're trying to hit the hand, we're trying to hit the shoulders, we're trying to hit the legs, and watch people get very creative and get good really fast. Those are the 3 ugly truths about Filipino martial arts and how to fix them. The 3 ugly truths about Filipino martial arts. As I am going through this video, I'm going to ask you to comment below. Give me your thoughts on what you think about these 3 ugly truths. I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, and number 3, click that notification bell so you can be notified immediately when more videos are coming out. I'm going to give you the ugly truth. I'm going to give you why there's an ugly truth. And number 3, I'm going to give you the fix to that ugly truth.